millions of views, thousands of videos, thousands and thousands of fans. Coming to you from Miamisburg, Ohio. The best podcast in the world according to Daniel J. Robinson. This is the Daniel J. Robinson Show. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel J. Robinson and welcome back to the Daniel J. Robinson Show. This, everyone, is episode 7. Today is, as of me recording this, December 14th, 2019. It is 9:54 p.m. Eastern Time. This is scheduled to go out on December 15th, 2019. Before I get started, you might be wondering, okay, why is it coming out on Sunday this week? You know how I am. I feel like to miss that Saturday schedule, like every other, show I do. The reason being for not getting it done this time, I have no excuse. Last night, I think I was just tired. I just did not feel like it. It's Friday. I only get about 5 hours of sleep. Every school night or so. So by the time the end of the week comes, when I don't have to worry about going to school the next day, I'm just like, what, with recording, because I didn't record any videos either no like Let's Play videos or anything like that. I'm like, the podcast can wait till Sunday. So I just went to sleep and I was in bed till like 2 in the afternoon. I actually was up a lot, throughout the night. So I could have recorded it, but I would have been very tired and not, awake and whatever. Another thing I want to point out is that right now I am just chilling in my chair. I'm not sitting how I usually do. Usually when I'm recording these podcasts, I have my microphone, it's attached to my microphone stand. It's like above my keyboard, a little bit in front of and above my keyboard. But right now, it's like a whole foot in front of the table, and I'm just I'm kind of chilling back here. I have my legs up here on my chair. I'm just leaning back a bit, and I pulled the microphone close to my mouth. I am just chilling. Because I don't have to. Because the great thing about not having video or not having the webcam or anything like that is that if you're doing just audio based stuff, you can just sit however you want. I could lie down, I could lie down, I could be on the floor, I could be in bed, or as far as the microphone stand reaches, of course, or whatever. But I could be. There's a lot of opportunity, I guess, not opportunity, but there's a lot of open space to just do whatever with just audio. It's just as long as I'm moving my lips, then the job can get done. Sorry if you hear the chair creaking a lot, probably because I'm comfortable right now. Oh gosh. Okay, but anyways, we got a lot of stuff to go through today. And like I've said before, I'm no longer sticking to the 1 hour scheduled time, whatever that I was planning to make this podcast last. I was just checking the game on my microphone. Like I've said before, it's just too much. So anyways, let's just get started. Let's just get started. Okay, so let's go through some stuff I've been watching on Netflix. The last time I recorded this a couple weeks ago, the last episode of the podcast, I think I mentioned that I had just gotten Netflix. And here's what I've watched so far. I have watched the entire series of Big Mouth, which is this very inappropriate adult cartoon. It's about these middle schoolers in 7th grade. They're going through puberty, and it goes through all the craziness that has to deal with puberty and hormones and stuff like that. There's hormone monsters. I mean, it's a cartoon, so there's lots of stupid non-realistic stuff in there. It's very inappropriate, but what I like about Netflix is that it doesn't have to worry about bleeping stuff out or whatever. It's not on public television, so it ain't I don't know. It's just a lot of room to just do, some fun stuff. So I actually really enjoyed that show. And what kind of sucks is that it's okay, I've gone through all 3 seasons, and it's oh, great. Now I've reached a point where it's oh, I'm going to have to wait until next year for season 4 to come out. So that's great. I don't know, but I've really been enjoying Netflix. I've been watching Netflix every single day. The next thing I've been watching is Stranger Things. I've heard about this show for years now. And I've just never, here's the thing, I never had Netflix, so of course I just never watched it. I just know that everyone loves the show. And after watching the entirety of season 1, I know why. I freaking loved it. A few nights ago I started watching I watched the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things. First season, of course. But then the next night, I planned to just watch another 2 episodes. I ended up just watching until the end of the freaking series. I didn't record any Let's Play videos that night either. So I think for a couple nights in a row, I didn't record a few nights. Yeah, I just watched like 6 episodes in a row, like from like 6 p.m. to like midnight. I just kept watching. It's just so good. And I've watched the first episode of season 2. I'm probably gonna watch another one tonight or something like that. I can kind of get a feeling that I'm really slowing down a bit because I've really worn myself out by watching almost the entirety of a season. I feel like I should I kind of branch out a bit, or not branch out, but I mean like kind of like be a bit more diverse, not just watch one show at a time. Like maybe I should like watch one episode of, Stranger Things and then one episode of a funny show like The Office or something like that. And maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. So, yeah, that sounds like it'll be great, But who knows? I don't know. I feel like I just want to watch one show at a time, so I stay strictly, stuck with, the characters in that show. And I don't forget anything, or I'm not like, my brain isn't filled with like 2 different Netflix shows or whatever. And I'm, switching back and forth with like different stories that are going on, with different Netflix shows I'm watching or whatever. Okay, you know what, whatever, who cares? So I've been watching Big Mouth, I've been watching Stranger Things, and another thing I have on my list on my paper, it says and more, is I watched Beavis and Butthead Do America. It was this, this is a Beavis and Butthead movie that came out in 1996. I actually watched it when I was like 8 years old. I watched it with my sister. This was like 2010 or something. I don't know. I watched it then. I watched it now, and yeah, I appreciate it a lot more now. I enjoyed it back then, but I really just appreciate it now. And I get all the jokes. It's just so much. I really enjoyed that movie, man. I did back then. I think I actually think, in fact, when we watched it when I was when me and my sister were in elementary school, I think we watched it and we were like, let's watch it again, and so we did. Yeah, so there's that. But so those are some things I've been watching on Netflix. A few things I plan to watch on Netflix by the time the next episode comes out, which should be the I think it'll be the 21st actually, because I want to have the next episode of the podcast come out on Saturday. Saturday the 21st. The thing is, I should sorry if you've been hearing me hold the paper in the background. I need to make sure I do it every single week, because stuff really does add up as I record stuff, I mean, in between recording podcasts, because if I wait 2 weeks, it's just like, gee, that's like twice the amount of like content I'm going to have to go through. Because something I should do, or something I should, just point out, is that if a podcast is not an hour long, like if it's just like 36 minutes, it's just like, that's fine, because like, hey, 36 minute podcast, like that's all that literally happened this past week. So what? And then who knows? Maybe the next episode after that could be a whole 2 hours. Like like it's not really consistent. All right. So the next thing I have here listed is I forgot about this. Military guy messages. Messages is in parentheses. So I think I started talking about this in episode 6, but I forgot. Well, actually, no, I didn't forget, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'll just talk about this next time, because I don't know why I didn't talk about it. I kind of forget. It's been a couple weeks. But anyways, let's take a look at these messages that I, had with this recruiter or something. I don't know. So they had this man come in. He was from the military. He was from the Air Force, and he was just telling people about the Air Force and a lot of the the financial benefits to it and stuff like that. And to be honest, I was like kind of 1% convinced that's like, maybe it's not impossible that I would go. And when we just say that was 1% of me saying not impossible, I was pretty like 99.9% sure that I was definitely not going. But, who knows? If I was like in a really bad like situation in life and I just, I mean, literally are like, just horrible. It's just like, oh, I have to get away from home. I can't deal with this. Like get a job. That'd be too much for me. I don't know. If I was in a different situation that was much worse than I currently am in, maybe I would consider the military. It's like, hey, I go to the military for 4 years, and then, hey, I could go to any college I want for free. Well, I don't know if it's any college, but at least any college that you could like qualify for or something like that. I'm not sure how it works, but here's the thing. I'm not going to the military because here's the thing. You're active 4 years, and it's like you're inactive for 4 years, but 4 years after you leave, they could somehow like call you back for something. And trust me, everyone knows that if I join, World War III would break out. So yeah, no thanks. Not dealing with that. Nope. Not dealing with that. No thanks. And here's the thing. Another thing is that I don't want to be 26 years old when I get my bachelor's degree. And that's if I don't like take any breaks or anything. So I'll be going to the military and then going straight to college to get my bachelor's degree. 26 years old? Are you kidding me? I don't want to wait till then. I really am. To be honest, I really am kind of in a hurry to grow up. But I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. It'd be worse, trying to stick to your childhood and, it's like, oh, I don't want to grow up. I just want to stay at home. I just want to play video games. I don't want to get a job. Like, that'd be worse, of course. But I really am just like, at this point, I'm 17 years old. I'll be 18 next month. I'm really just in a hurry to grow up. I'm ready. I'm stuck. I mean, I hate not making money. I hate not driving. I hate not living in my own place. But, I mean, whatever. It's fine. It's just, I really don't want to wait an extra 4 years. It's like, I'll pay the debt. I'll pay the $30,000 or $40,000, whatever I have in debt. Of course, I'm going to pay as I go. And, I'm not going to have any credit cards. The majority of my money will be going to paying for college. Like, and here's the thing. I do plan to stay at home, like not live on campus. I do plan to stay at home when I'm going to college for 4 years. Excuse me. Like, I'd be like 10% I'd save, 10% I give to offering, for, what I believe in, 10% to God. And then 80% would go to, paying off college. And if I work part-time, if I go to college part-time or full-time, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll figure it out. But I'm, a lot of the money that I'm going to be making is going to be paying for college. So that when I graduate college with a bachelor's degree, I'm not going to really have to worry about much debt, And if there's a little bit of debt, like, so what? Eventually I'll just pay it off as time goes on. But after a couple years after I graduate college, I should have my all my debt paid off, and I'll be 24 years old. I will have already been living in Florida for a couple of years. Hopefully, I have a girlfriend by then. Hopefully, I get a girlfriend in college. Maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? I don't care anymore. If I was a freshman, I used to really like freak out about not having a girlfriend and stuff. I used to really like feel like I needed one. But those days are over. So, yeah, if I'm alone for the next 5 years, so what? All right, now next thing. Well, actually, no, not next thing. I got to go through the messages. So this man, this Air Force recruiter, acquisite, whatever his freaking title was, I don't know what it was. It was like 4 words long. I think he said, like, so he gave us this paper and he wanted to, like, sign, like, fill some information out. This was mandatory. You just had to fill information out. It's like, there's a question. It's like, are you willing to spend 10 minutes of your time, talking about, this stuff or whatever? And I wasn't thinking about joining, but I just thought, like, if I were to, like, it's like, I just wanted to find out more information. Like, is there anything, related to what I'm interested in, which is like acting and motion pictures, and stuff like that. I'm like, is there anything that, would, interest me in, being, in the Air Force? So let's see. Okay, let's see how these messages went down. Oh boy. Okay, so it was November 25th. That's when this was. Okay. It's November 25th at 3:40 p.m. Hey, is this Daniel? Question mark. Here's what I said, because I thought someone else was messaging me, someone who was random. I'm like, who is? And I said, who is this again? He said, again, this is Andrew from the Navy today, haha. And I said, oh, that's right, lol. I forgot I put my number on the paper. I'm 100% certain that I am not going to the military, so I should have checked no. Well, I am so terrible, but whatever. I checked yes just because I guess I wanted to tell you my interest and to see if the military would in any way be beneficial. And my dad was in the military and he said it's a great opportunity, but it's not necessary if I don't want to. Maybe if things were to go downhill later in my life, I would go. Here's the thing, that's not true. I don't know why I said that. I think I just said that to please him or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's not true. If my life goes downhill later on, like if I end up being homeless. Here's the thing, I could end up homeless even with a college degree, but whatever. Anyways, of course I don't expect that at all. Anyways, my interest is motion pictures, which is basically videography, radio, acting, cinematography, directing, broadcasting, and all of that type of stuff. I went onto the Navy SEAL website and I saw a couple things that looked interesting, but ultimately, I don't think this is for me. I'd like to get my education, ... but I couldn't finish it. And he said, have you ever heard anything about our mass communication specialist rate? Pretty much their whole job is videography and photography. He said that, but I was trying to finish my whole message there. So I said, ... complete. So this is back, going on from what I just said. So, if you remember, last message I was finishing up. I'd like to get my information, ... and then ... completed as soon as possible and move down to Florida to get my life started and get the ball rolling. It's also a plan I've had for a long time and I feel committed to it. Also, I don't know if this is no longer true, but my father said you'd be in the military for 8 years or something like that, and that you're 4 years you're active and you're inactive for the second 4 years. But that you could be called in any time. Saving a lot of money and making a lot seems awesome. But I think just after finishing high school and getting the job / intern at a local Christian radio station my dad told me about, and then going straight to college is better for me. And to answer your question, I have heard very briefly about it, but I'd like to hear what it's about. Andrew said, the military Air Force recruiter guy said, well, it's a really awesome program I'd love to sit down and talk about with you. I can understand your apprehension, but I assure you I'm not going to try and strong arm you I can't speak English. You or force you into anything. Just give you some info. I said, sure, I would like to hear about it. I doubt it will change my mind, but maybe I might learn a thing or two, and I am sure it will be a quick conversation. When will this take place? I'm available literally any period except first. I won't be missing much if it's any other part of the day. And he said, do you have the ability to do anything after school? I said, I don't drive yet, which is why I didn't mention it. I don't know if I can. He said, I'm totally cool with giving you a ride, or we can do it at your house too, if either of those work for you. I said, either would be fine, but how long would it take to tell me the info? Is there somewhere online where I could learn specifically about the mass communication specialist rate? I'm in a bit of a conundrum here, so I don't know what to say. I think I would just like a brief description or something else, and that's all because I ain't seriously considering joining the program or anything. He said you can absolutely just go to Navy.com and get info there. I said, I think I'll just check it out on there sometime. I don't think a conversation will be necessary, but thanks for coming in today and talking about this program. I didn't know it had so many benefits. The benefits seem great, but also very time consuming, and I would like to be free and drive around and at home while I am going to college, instead of starting 5 years later. I am going to Wright State. I shouldn't have a ton of debt, so I'll just pay it off, lol. And he did not respond after that. So it's like, if he finds out that I'm completely just not interested in going to the military, well, his job is done. He's not going to mess with me at all whatsoever. Okay, so that was that. Cringe. I don't know why I had to mention all of that or read that entire conversation, but yeah, that's what happened, and it was kind of awkward, to be honest. It was really awkward. Whatever. Garbage. Put the phone down. Yeah. Oh shoot, I had to hit the escape button on my keyboard. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Okay. I'm like, hit the escape button. This like, turns off Audacity. I'm like, no, please don't. Anyways, okay, so after reading that, oh dear, we got the polls to go through. All right, let's take a look at this week's, or I guess these past 2 weeks' polls. All right, let's go to YouTube, youtube.com/Daniel J. Robinson. All right, I didn't have the tab open. So let's go to my channel, community, and let's just take a look. And let's do it from, most recent to, 2 weeks ago, whatever. Okay, so with 366 votes, I asked this question 2 days ago. Who should have been Time's 2019 Person of the Year? Greta Thunberg, apparently her last name isn't Thunberg, it's Thunberg, or Hong Kong protesters. 12% said Greta Thunberg, and 88% said Hong Kong protesters. This is out of 366 votes. That's right. And look at it. It has 30 likes. Nice. Let's see what the 3 comments were. Here are the comments. I gotta say, I feel bad that she's harassed by a lot of adults, but she hasn't done enough to deserve this. And then someone else said, people that are fighting for their freedom and liberation got the most votes. But we're the media, and Greta is a Democrat, so we choose her. And then this last person said 10 hours ago, who the F are you and why are you my recommended? I don't know. So let's just remove that comment. How about you shut the freak up and deal with the polls? I don't know why they show up in your notifications, but who cares? People have been complaining about that to me for years. A couple years. Oh yeah, and speaking of Greta Thunberg, I actually have her on my list of things I want to talk about today. So let's freaking do it. Oh gosh. It's like we've already been talking about her, so let's get to it. Okay, so a few days ago, Greta Thunberg, a 16-year-old activist of climate change, was, I don't know if she was like voted in or something, but I don't think she was. No, definitely not. She is widely hated, and I hate her too. Her face makes me want to just punch it. Seriously, here's the thing, everyone in the media, everyone, late night host, the media, political figures, everyone is calling Greta Thunberg not a kid. Here's the thing. They are specifically saying this 16-year-old or they're just saying this child. They are constantly, and here's the thing, they ain't like olden times or whatever where, okay, so here's the thing. I looked at the definition of a child. And here's the thing. Technically, yes, she is a child, and technically, I am too. But here's the thing. The definition of a child is a young human being below the age of puberty or below the legal age of majority. So if you look at that second part of that definition, yes, she technically is a child. But usually these days, you would consider a child to be someone who has not reached puberty. That usually, at least in these days, that's what it is. But usually they call kid, right? A 16-year-old, usually they don't get called a child. They usually are just called a kid or a teen or whatever. But everyone in the media is constantly, and usually people who are, for Greta or on her side, they're calling her a child. I don't know if they're trying to make her seem more tender and sweet and innocent, but bruh, she is not even a full 365 days younger than me. And they're calling her a child, and I am definitely not innocent, and I definitely was not innocent a year ago. This child, she doesn't know anything. Shut the frick up. Literally, she's old enough to, at least in this country, in America, the age of consent is 16. Greta is old enough to frickin' frick. Bruh, stop calling her a child like she's some 6-year-old or something. Though she looks like one. Seriously, that's what I hate about her stupid face and her stupid voice. She's 16 years old. She's just a year younger than me, yet she looks like she's half my age or something. I look like I'm 20 and she looks like she's literally 10. That's not even joking right there or exaggerating. She literally looks like she is just about to go into middle school or something. I hate her stupid face. Good gosh. I just want to take my hands around her face and just squish it. I know YouTube has this new harassment policy that you're not allowed to make fun of other people, but guess what? I don't care. And Greta Thunberg, guess what? I don't think she cares either. And when we look up child, just the word child, and let's see Google Images. Let's see what the oldest kid here looks like. I look up child, and literally everyone here looks like they are like in like elementary school aged. Is there anyone above the age of like 12 that is featured in these photos when I look up the word child here? Like, bruh, all these kids are literally like no older than the age of like 12. Stop calling Greta like a child, like she's so innocent and stuff. Like, bruh. And here's the thing, she's almost 17. She's going to be 17 in a few weeks. She was born on January 3rd. Like, if she was an American, she would be freaking voting in a year. Of course, the election is going to be right before she turns 18, but whatever. If she was 2 months older, if she was 2 freaking long months older, a whole 60 days older, she'd be old enough to vote in this upcoming election. She's not a freaking child, like she's so innocent and whatever. Stop treating her like she's innocent. Like, shut the frick up. And here's the thing, and Greta, she needs to shut the frick up too. She's like, how dare you? And how dare you? Or something. How dare you? I don't know. It's a stupid voice. And she's like, I should be on the other side of the ocean, but instead I am here talking to you all, the United Nations, or something, her stupid Swedish accent or whatever. Like, girl, you don't care about being in school. What student has ever freaking, cared about not being in school? I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. Like, shut up. Like, you don't care. Come on. So I also pulled up the tweets that were included. Basically, here's what Donald Trump said. So this is in the morning of December 12th. Donald Trump tweeted, Donald J. Trump, or is that his middle name? Donald J. or is it Donald John Trump? I don't know. Donald Trump tweeted, so ridiculous. Greta must work on her anger management problem. Then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Chill, Greta. Chill. That's right. Greta needs to heckin' chill. And here's the thing. I like how Donald Trump, has not once called her a child. Because he knows. And here's the thing. I haven't seen anything of that. And, gotta scratch my foot. My foot's, under I'm, sitting on it right now. So it's I have to get, a weird angle. Ugh. Oh, God. Because he knows that. Okay. Excuse me. He knows. Come on. Don't call Greta a child. Stop it. Well, are you going to call her that in 13 months when she's, literally an adult, literally old enough to vote, literally in her country old enough to drink and stuff like that and whatever? Ridiculous. Stop it. Ugh, my gosh. I know she looks like one, but whatever. Whatever. Here's the thing. If I was, a climate activist, whatever, 1 year ago, they wouldn't be calling me a child. They'd probably be saying, this teen or this kid or whatever. I don't know. Just whatever. Oh, sorry if you hear this zipping. I'm just zipping up and down my pants. Zipping that up and down. And then Greta, being the edgy zoomer that she is, she changed her Twitter bio to saying, a teenager working on her anger management problem, currently chilling and watching a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Oh, God. I'm looking at her stupid profile, and she's, on a boat or something. Look at her stupid face. She looks like she belongs, on, the 5th grade, safety patrol team or something like that. Good God, I hate her stupid face. Grow up. She's probably, I don't know what her, stupid, Asperger syndrome is all about, disorder syndrome is all about. I don't know exactly if that has, a physical effect to you. I know it has, a social part to it, and it just makes you, socially awkward or something like that. Oh, God, this zoomed in on her face on freaking Twitter. She looks like a child. I hate her stupid face so much. I hate it. Grow up. Eat some meat. Grow up. Go up, Greta. Grow up. All right, but back to the polls. Got that out of the way. 3 days ago, I asked this question that has 485 votes. Should the quote unquote "In God We Trust" quote on the $1 bill be removed? 11% said yes, 33% said no, and 56% said I don't care. The reason why I put that question up was because, well, I asked my acquaintance, my partner in media arts. He's not really my partner. We just work together because we just get along and whatever. So the day before, we watched this documentary about Christians and atheists, and this atheist woman was like living with a Christian family for 30 days. And by the way, I don't think you probably haven't seen this, but they couldn't have chose a worse, most average freaking liberal Christian family than the one they chose for this documentary. That they had like a bunch of people sign up for this, and that they got the ones that were the most like stupid, because the father of this Christian family at one point was saying like, wow, you don't believe in any supernatural stuff? Retard alert. Someone who's an atheist doesn't believe in spiritual stuff? Like, are you kidding me? You're retarded. They couldn't have made those Christians look more retarded. And the atheists, they made her look stupid as well. I mean, I don't know. This made it look so stupid. And I know that no one who's an atheist or whatever, or any other religion or whatever, they're not gonna learn anything from this freaking documentary. Frick that. But let's see the comments. I actually haven't read them yet, so let's take a look. Someone said, "Why should it be?" Why should it be removed? I mean, it ain't hurting anyone. Let's see. So someone else said, "If you think it should, then you are a snowflake that can't accept people's religion." Oh, but that doesn't count if it's Christianity. They said that in like some weird text, like meme text or whatever, or like like when like the text when you're mocking someone and you put in like random like capitalization, when you're typing in the words, it's like going back and forth and stuff like that. It's spelled out like that. Nobody, absolutely no one. YouTube recommends me this. Comments: "Oh my God, this is anti-Christian. Why does no one really care? Don't you care about American history?" I don't understand some of these comments, but whatever. I'm reading them out loud anyway. Someone just commented, "No, it should not be removed." Someone else said, "So many people don't care. My gosh, doesn't anyone respect our heritage anymore?" Yeah, I kind of do realize that. It's just like, wow, a lot of people, would not care if it was removed. So here's the thing. So out of 485 people, 11% said yes, it should be removed, and 56% said I don't care. So 67% of people say that they want it removed, or that they don't care if it's removed. That's 2/3. That's kind of a lot, but actually, I'm kind of I don't know if I'm surprised by the results or not. I don't know. 11% of people hate Jesus because he spoke the truth. That's right. Someone else said no, just leave it. Someone else said it doesn't matter that much to me, but there is the Constitution that does label a separation between the church and the government. So the quote unquote "In God We Trust" on the dollar bill can't arguably go against this. I don't care if it goes against that. Leave it on there. Like separation of church and state. You think Jesus is gonna follow the American law? Frick that. No, I don't think it shouldn't be, because God made the world and life on it too. I'm gonna give that heart. Nice. I like that comment. Why are you always in my recommended? I don't watch you, and I'm not American. Oh, well, okay. The leading vote is concerning. Oh, which was that people don't care. 4 days ago, I put out this poll, which says, oh, this one got 531 votes. So I'm actually getting more votes on these. I think they're slowly going up. I'm getting like 400 to 500 votes, on a lot of these now. So with 531 votes, there were 4 choices. I said, this is the question. I said, what do you think 2020 is going to be like? 12% said scary. 9% said great. 23% said unpredictable. And 56% said just another year. If I were to guess one of these, if it's going to be scary, great, unpredictable, or just another year, I'm going to say unpredictable, because here's the thing, that's every year, and that's just life. It's unpredictable. I don't want to have that pessimistic view that it's gonna be 2020, it's gonna be so scary. Oh gosh, there was a little hair on the side of my pop filter, and when I pulled it off, I got this like weird feeling. Like chalk on like chalk on a chalkboard, it's just like scraping down. I got that weird feeling, but it was like a touch feeling. It's like it made my teeth feel weird and my spine just I hate it. Oh gosh, how did people go so long? How did society go so long in school with using chalk instead of markers? I would have gone insane. It's making me feel weird. Stop. All right, okay. So here are the comments on the 2020 question. Pretty much. Okay, so someone said pretty great with all the new stuff coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Someone commented PP app. It's one word. It's uppercase P and then the lowercase p and then app, but it's like connected. What the heck is going on here? Oh, look at this. The Angel of Death commented, just more time waiting for our deaths. Oh, I guess that username makes sense with the comment you just put right there. Someone said, hell. And then someone else said, heck, we have to choose between Trump or socialism. Hey, I'm choosing Trump. I mean, seriously, people have like been saying, oh, Trump's president is the end of the world. Like, bruh. He's been president for 3 years now. And the economy is doing freaking epic. You know what the only problem with him being president right now is that the media has gone wild. That's the only reason why there's so much division, there's so much confusion. You know, the media, they're putting out these articles that are making people who think, like, for example, like the media, they're putting articles making PewDiePie look bad. The majority is on PewDiePie's side, and it looks like the media is just putting out whatever information they can to get anyone that is not subscribed to PewDiePie or familiar with him or just that watches his videos or whatever. They're trying to get him like they're trying to get people to follow their agenda. But their agenda is BS, and everyone knows that they're lying, but it doesn't matter because as long as they put out these clickbait articles that get clicked, and there's ads when you click on the media's articles that they post. If you click on them, they're gonna get paid for that. Like here's the thing: I see a stupid article with a stupid title, and it's like what was the one I saw recently? It's like, and I think PewDiePie talked about on this channel. It's just like PewDiePie is the most hated YouTuber according to Google. According to my ass, he is. Look at the ratings on his freaking video. Like, if anyone that doesn't know who PewDiePie is, if they go to his channel, they see how many subscribers he has. Because here's the thing: the most hated YouTuber is probably not gonna be someone that gets 100 freaking million subscribers plus 102 million. Look at the ratings on his videos. They're usually like 1% dislike, 99% like. Usually about everyone likes PewDiePie's videos. It's ridiculous. I don't know how to get, they're going to get people to win. I don't know how society is going to go on. Maybe I am scared for the 20s. But Jesus, what the frick, man? Like, it's insanity. Oh God. Like, I don't know. Like, people are crazy. Like, here's the thing: evolution is not real, and you want to know why? Because evolution could not create people so messed up and twisted and retarded as the people who run our nation and run the media. Freaking men. Daniel G. Robinson, this 17-year-old child, knows a thing or two. How wonderful! I know a thing or two because, well, not really. Here's the thing: it's just common sense. Like, I'm 17 years old, nearly 18. Like, that's a freaking long ass time to know how the media is like. And here's the thing: when I was an actual child, I guess, or whatever, before I hit puberty, whatever, I didn't care about the media. I didn't care about politics. It seems like everyone, even young children, know about politics. It's like so weird. It's like this country is so divided. Oh God, I don't know what it was like before it was. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you what, it was way less divided in the frickin' 2000s, back in the good old days of the 2000s, Wow, yeah. Spoiler alert, wasn't that long ago. Okay, but anyways, so oh God, there's a hair on my tongue. Anyways, so the next question I have here, which was 6 days ago. With 453 votes, I asked this question: who thinks all these young rappers need to stop using drugs? 92% of people said yes, and 8% said no. This was, I think I posted this the same day Juice WRLD had passed away or something. And the thing is, when Juice WRLD died, I really, here's the thing, I didn't really care. And you guys were like, I didn't care. Didn't you didn't care about Juice WRLD? I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, I wouldn't want the guy to die, but I just didn't listen to his music. I had hardly heard of the guy. I've heard of the artist like once or twice, but I had no idea he was some 21-year-old man, or, making 21-year-old young man rapper, making, I don't know. I didn't know anything about the guy. I didn't know he was a rapper. I mean, like, I'd heard people say the term Juice WRLD before, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was a rapper or I don't know what. Whatever. Here's the thing. That man is rip, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. But here are the 4 comments that got on that. Yes, because if they didn't, they would probably die. Yeah, like Juice WRLD. That's why I put this out. Someone said yes, boy. Someone else said I don't even think they even do actual drugs. LOL. Yeah, like I guess they're just doing some random stuff. I don't know. And someone else said I say let them all kill themselves. Oh, wow. That's interesting. It's hard to get comfy, on this chair. I don't know. I just kind of like want to wait, like just lay back. I don't want to have to like sit up and recording this podcast because I don't have to, but maybe I should. I don't know. Oh dear. Here's this. So this poll I said, did you like YouTube Rewind 2019? Out of 442 votes, 14% said yes, and 86% said no. RIP. What did I think of YouTube Rewind this year? I don't know if it was worse than last year. Here's the thing. It was just stupid, and everyone knows this by now, but it was just a stupid freaking Watch Mojo countdown. It was like showing off like the 10 best, upcoming artists, upcoming YouTubers, top 10 most viewed music videos, most liked videos, like whatever. It's like, bro, I could look this stuff up on Google. And here's the thing, there was like no new like recorded stuff. Like, in all the past, YouTube Rewinds, they have recorded like exclusive like footage that like, of the YouTubers together and they're doing cool stuff or whatever. Like literally they didn't like ask anyone to like be on Rewind. They just went on the internet and like made some quick video, just posted it. I'm like, what the frick is this garbage? And I made a meme out of it. I think the video was YouTube Rewind, but every time it's cringy, the video gets faster. And everyone kept pointing out to me, and even my brother-in-law, Chris, he said, I just make the video a second long. That's funny. Okay, so the next poll I did, well, actually, this is from newest to oldest, so I'm just going up to like a couple weeks ago. But the next poll I did, or the one previous to that, oh wait, I didn't read the comments on the YouTube Rewind, so let's take a look at that. Someone said, to be honest, I feel neutral about it. It was boring and too safe. Too boring, not bad, but not something anybody wanted. I had mixed feelings. I don't know whether to dislike or like it. At least it has a clip of Pewds in it. That's right, it does have PewDiePie clips in it. Someone else said no. 15% of voters are adults because those are people that said yes, I like YouTube Rewind 2019. Someone else said meh. It was just a top 10 and it was kind of boring, to be honest. The free YouTube Rewind Corey Coyote made was amazing. I'm okay about it. It was and someone else, this is the last comment. It says, please click on the option yes, please. Yes, please. Don't know. Like, why is that person saying yes? YouTube Rewind sucked. Oh god, I made so many freaking polls. Okay, so here's my next poll. I asked this question: what is/was your favorite subject in school? Out of 519 votes, and out of these 5 options, 18% said English, 11% said math, 11% said science, 17% said history, and 44% people said lunch. That's right. That's right. Lunch is heckin' better than English, math, science, and history. Okay, but if I were to choose out of English, math, science, and history, it would probably... I don't know. It definitely depends on the year and the type of teacher you have and what you're doing specifically within that subject. But definitely not math, at least not since like first grade or early on in elementary school. I haven't had math as my favorite. English is too much reading. Science and history. I'd say probably history. Right now, I mean, I'm not really doing much. I mean, my math class is online. My science, it's zoology. My English class, it was a college class. I'm done with that for this semester already. And then history. What am I doing for history? Oh yeah, I'm not even taking a history class this year. That's because I only need like 3 credits, and the last history class I took was U.S. Government. This year, I guess this would be equivalent to my history or whatever, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm taking sociology, or I'm about to finish that up. And then next semester, I'm taking, what is it going to replace that? I think like, career readiness or something. I don't know. Something that I'm going to be in the class with a bunch of freshmen. So that's going to suck. Oh, God. Whatever. Who cares? Whatever. Last semester before I graduate, so I don't care. I'll pass. I'll graduate. That's all I care about. Like if I ever get a bad grade on a test or whatever, I'll be like, I'll graduate. Okay, so here are the 16 comments I got all of that. I'm always lonely at lunch. Wow, rip. And I said I eat in a room full of computers and it's chilling there. I do. I don't eat in my lunchroom. I sit in my man, Mr. Freeze. I ate lunch in his room. Why does everybody say English? What the frick is wrong with them? Except for he said the actual F word. Oh my god, he said the actual F word. I'm gonna get demonetized. English cause it's basically like any other language class because I live in Germany. Oh. English because it's easy when you live in a country that doesn't speak English natively. Is it really? I guess. Is English easy compared to the other languages? I've always heard that English is hard, but I don't know. Like, it seems like here's the thing, there's only 26 letters in the alphabet. Like, doesn't, like, the Chinese language have, like, 2,000 symbols or something? I don't know. Okay, someone else said I'll just put mine as quote-unquote, was lunch, because I have an eating disorder. Oh. Like from Brazil. Hey, we got people from Brazil watching. Lit fam. Lit. History because I just enjoy learning about it. I kind of do as well. Both science and math because my grandpa used to be a teacher of both. Oh. I love spelling. My favorite subjects are lunch and art. Someone else said, where's the dismissal option? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to heart that. That's funny. Chose math because everyone there asking questions and I'm just drawing. Oh, okay. I would pick lunch, but it's just kind of depressing. Oh, I feel you, man. Although I'm still in grade school, I like history. Well, that's the only time you're going to be taking history classes for the most part, is if you're in grade school, unless you're taking like unless you're majoring or minoring in some history degree or whatever. Someone else said, I like democracy. I love democracy. And then someone else said, F y'all, lunch ain't shit. Well, whatever. So there's that. You know what my favorite class is? Graduating. Okay, so we got how many more of these polls? Okay, I think we got 4 more, so let's go through them. Oh dear, I mean, how long has this been going on for? Let's see how far we are into this podcast. Damn, we are nearly 50 minutes in. Damn, I'm glad I changed the time from 1 hour to whatever. Anyways, I said, do you think you are a good person? Out of 426 votes, 58% said yes and 42% said no. Let's see what the comments are about this, and that's kind of interesting that it's almost about half and half here. Why so many people say no? And I said, I know I am not a good person, but I couldn't tell you. And I got 5 likes for that response. It's 50-50 and with 70 votes. Go figure. Yeah, because God created me. What? Shouldn't you believe in that God created you make you believe that you're not a good person? Isn't that the whole point? Because here's the thing, most people that are not, Christians, they claim to be good people. But the reality is that they are not. You know what I mean? If you're not Christian, then, well, whatever. Someone else said so many edgelords. And someone else said, I know I'm not. Someone else said, I'm not really sure. Someone else said, I'm meanie. In parentheses, sometimes. I'm meanie. Who watches my videos, man? Okay. Someone else said, LOL, I thought it asked if you were a good person. I almost got real sad. Okay. And someone else said, no, I suck. Someone else said, I honestly expected more people saying no, LOL. And then someone else said, OFC, I have some flaws, but overall, I think I'm pretty decent. Here's the thing. I have, a few, good things about me that are decent. I think I'm terrible. I'm, horrible. Whatever, that was that. Let's see here. What is your favorite day of the week? Out of 422 votes in these 5 options, 5% said Sunday, 1% said Monday. Out of 422 people, 1% people said Monday is the best day of the week. 2% said Tuesday. 6% said Wednesday or Thursday. And 86% said Friday or Saturday. And I have to agree, Friday and Saturday are the best days of the week. A lot of people say Friday, but it's like, bruh, if you're still in school or if you're still working or whatever, it's like, bruh, you're still working that day. Maybe Friday evening is the best part, but not Friday as a whole. I'd rather live I'd rather live Saturday every day rather than Friday every day. All right, so, okay, so on that poll I got 10 comments. Let's see what they are all about. Maybe I just shouldn't read any comments or heart any of them until I do a poll, and that would let me know when it's like, oh, I haven't done a podcast since this poll. Okay, so let me read here. 1 person voted Wednesday or Thursday. No one voted Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, and 35 people voted Friday or Saturday. I have no idea where I'm going with this, so ... Please like. Thursday. Wednesday is my least favorite. Oh, so Wednesday's your least favorite and Thursday is your favorite? That's interesting. Here's the thing. I used to not like Monday. Actually, here's the thing. When I was really young, I used to like it because I used to go to my mom's, throughout the week. So, and I think I'd go Monday. And I used to hate being here. But now I love being here at my dad's. It used to be a lot more boring when I was, when I was little. When I was a child. When I was a prepubescent child. But anyways, yeah, but now here's the thing. I don't mind Monday. To me, it's just another day of the week. It's just starting off the school week. But here's the thing. I don't mind school anymore, so it's whatever. Someone else said, isn't it kind of obvious? Everybody likes Friday and Saturday. Yeah, that's right. My favorite day is stupid comments. It's just some day. Like, wow, how old are you? Come on. Saturday, baby. Woohoo, yay, Saturday. Oh boy. All right. No one likes Tuesdays. I like Tuesdays. I actually really love Tuesdays. I used to like Tuesdays more than Monday, Wednesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, Monday and Wednesday for some reason. The depressed souls that vote Monday. Yeah, it's 1% out of 400 something people. So that's like what, 4 people out of 400 choosing Monday. I'm glad we all agree that Tuesdays freaking suck. And you know what? Maybe the depressed souls that vote Monday, maybe they're lucky. And you want to know why? Because maybe they're excited to go to work each week or go to school or whatever. Maybe those people are actually really happy. And maybe, it's like, that'd be amazing that the best part of your life is working. Because if the best part of your life is working and making money, then that's lit. That's freaking awesome. Because usually with making money, it comes at a cost. And that's usually hard labor or hard work. But if you do something you love, you never have to work a day in your life. And that's what I hope to do. That's the American dream. Let's see here. I'm glad we all agree that Tuesdays freaking suck. Someone else said 4th. And someone else said the first 3 days are the worst. The last 3 are the best. What about the 7th day of the week? Okay, and so we have 2 more, I think. Yeah, I think we have 2 more here. I don't know if I did the one from 2 weeks ago. What the frick was that? Whatever. Did I? Okay, let me just go through it right now. Anyways, I don't know if I said this on the last poll, but I definitely know I did the one before this one. On this one, I said I have to abbreviate to get past YouTube censors, but did you feel No Nut November? Out of 270 votes, 72% of people said yes and 20% said no. So basically, 3/4 of people did feel No Nut November, and I, gotta be honest here, I was one of the 72%. But so what? I mean, come on. I'm 17 years old. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I feel no November and he's 17 years old. He's a 17-year-old boy. Oh my gosh. Bruh. It's like whatever. I don't know. Alright, okay, well, let's see what the comments are on this. They're kind of funny. You can't lose if you don't play, really. If you pick no, you're lying. No November is so easy anyway. Okay. I'm a girl and I failed the No November. Bruh. Bruh. And someone else said, I'm a girl. And then this last person said, what is it? You know what? I'm gonna answer for him right now. No Nut November. That's what it is. You learn something new every day. You learn that the letters end 3 times is No Nut November, or abbreviate to that, whatever. Abbreviation, whatever. All right, and finally, here is the last poll before we move on to another topic. Good grief. I definitely need to do these polls. Do these podcasts every week instead of every 2 weeks or whatever. Well, I'm trying to do it every week. I just fail. I just fail. Headphones are okay. So out of 366 votes and 2 options, I said, here's the question: headphones or earbuds? Includes AirPods. 70% of people said headphones and 30% said earbuds. And I agree. Headphones, 70%, they're better because the sound is better. They cover your entire ears. They block out external noise. They're just better. So let's see what the 7 comments are on this. I don't think I responded to any here. Yeah, that's right. I did not. Oh, God. Where is it? Oh, God. Why is, I don't know. You can't see it, so I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, so AirPods look stupid, to be honest. Headphones all the way. Earbuds keep falling out of my ears no matter what brand I buy. I guess I'm 5th, and someone else said 4th. 3rd, I think. I think I'm 2nd, and am I 1st or what? Seriously? I have 5 people in a row go from I am 1st or what, I think I'm 2nd, 3rd, I think 4th, I guess I'm 5th. Seriously, 5 comments in a row, and you couldn't freaking comment on the question I was asking? Freaking morons. Frick you. You know what? I'm exiting out Google. Heck out of here. Okay. Finally, we got all through the freaking polls. Oh, we got through the polls. We did it. Alright, okay. So, now that I got that out of the way. Uploads. Let's see what I've uploaded in the past 2 weeks. So, let's go to my YouTube channel. Well, and let's see what is currently going on with the DeAndre Robinson YouTube brand. Alright, let's see here. In the past 2 weeks. So in the past 2 weeks, I have been continuing my, actually, no, I think I started my Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed Let's Play for the Wii U. But then 6 parts in, I transferred to the PC because that version is better. I'm currently 11 parts in, so that's about halfway through the Let's Play. I uploaded a video about me getting my new pop filter. Even though I've actually had it for like a few weeks now. Whatever. I uploaded episode 11 of 1860 Bubble, which came out on December 6, 2019. And I also did the clip of just voice impressions, and in the title, you can see me doing the SpongeBob laugh. Hi, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants. I can just do that whenever I want. It's awesome. I posted the video YouTube Rewind 2019, but every time it's cringy, it gets faster. I talked about that earlier in this podcast. And I think I was just continuing. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I can see when the last podcast was posted. And I just, I started up my Michael Jackson The Experience Let's Play. I finished that up. I started like a year and a half ago. Let me just point this out. I don't know if you guys can hear. In case you can hear any like coughing in the distance downstairs, I apologize for that. My stepmom has leukemia. Her lungs are just failing on her. It's been like this for months. So please pray that things will just come to an end, because to be honest with y'all, I really I know it sounds mean, but after all these months, it's really annoying. I mean, imagine like all the time you just every 5 minutes or so you hear coughing. It just gets frustrating, and I'm like really. And here's the thing: repetitive things that I don't like annoy me. They really do. And if I can't like escape it, it gets really just much worse, much more annoying. Like if there's someone constantly coughing like at school or somewhere, like in one specific class, it's not so bad. It's like whatever, it lasts until the end of the period. But here it's like literally at home, and sometimes even with my headphones on I can hear it, and it's constant, it's awful. And sometimes the coughing goes on for like a couple minutes straight. It's craziness. Like I don't know. So just in case you've been hearing that, and I'm pretty sure you may or may not have like this like it's very distant, and maybe my voice is like kind of droned it out. But if, in case like for the past couple podcasts or whatever, or I don't know, maybe like a lot of these podcasts or a lot of my videos lately have been faintly distant. That's what it is. So there you go. She's like downstairs, in the living room. There's like these stairs that you go up. There's like you go up 6 stairs, and there's like this little island, and you go up another 6 stairs in the opposite direction. You go up and then you go like a few feet to the right, and that's like my door. Like she's doing it right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but anyways. So I just want to point that out in case anyone had any comments about that. So yeah, that's what I've been posting these past couple weeks. There you go. I exited out of Google again, though I'm probably gonna need to open it right back up. Childhood story. Yet again, I failed to come up with the specific childhood story to come up with. What should I talk about this week? I don't know. I don't know if I need to do I don't know if I need to come up with a story this week. I really okay. Okay, I think I got one. But I need to make sure I write them down in the future. I don't think I have talked about this before. But here's a very brief okay, I'm kind of sitting back, so let me pull the microphone closer. Here's a very like brief little thing that happened when I was 10 years old. So when I was like 10 years old, I had a tablet. I could get on the YouTube, I could get on the Google, whatever. I think this was like the thing I started watching YouTube on or whatever. So 10 years old, this was 2012. I know, many years ago. Not really. I'm such a freaking kid. I was 10 years old in 2012, gee. But then again, like, it's about to be 2020, which means 2012 was 8 years ago. And 8 years before 2012 was 2004. Jeez, man, that's craziness. That's insane, man. That's crazy to me. Probably because, back then, when 2012, 8 years ago to me was a freaking long time. It's like, I don't remember 8 years ago. Now, I remember 8 years ago like it's nothing, but whatever. So, when I was 10 years old and I had this Kindle, which I probably didn't have for a long time, I got this great idea to look up a penis on Google Images. Or just on Google. I don't know why or how, I don't know why, but when I looked up penis, or I don't know I don't know what, but a picture of a pile of dicks, like not like decapitated, but it was like CGI or something. I don't know, but it was like realistic though. It was like a pile of dicks, just stack up on each other. I don't think I looked up specifically pile of penises or dicks or whatever. I think I just looked up penis. I don't know. Here's the thing, I looked it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at penises. But here's the thing. I realized that it was in my search history and I didn't know how to get rid of it. So I went to my sister, who was like 11 or 12 at the time. She's 19 now. I don't know why I had to include that last little bit of information. I went to her and I think I was crying. I'm like, Amanda, please help me. I don't know how to get rid of this in my search. I don't know why, but I think she went and told my parents. Like, bruh, why'd you tell me? And here's the thing, they took the Kindle away from me and I never got it again. I don't think I had another Kindle or thing for like a year. Rip. Freaking rip. I don't know. Maybe, was I? I think I was 10. I think so. Because I don't know, maybe it wasn't a year. Maybe it was like 6 months or something that I went without a Kindle. I don't know. Or maybe it was less than that. I don't remember. I don't know. But that freaking sucked so much. Because, it just sucked because, I don't know. Here's the thing. If I were to do that now, well, I know to delete my search history. But well, yeah, let's just move on to the next subject, the next thing, which is so yeah, that's my childhood story. Yeah, not really amazing, but I'll make sure to actually come up with something later on. Something about God. Wow, I can't skip this. Something about God. I know. This is 7th time in a row. I haven't like come up with something prepared to talk about when it comes to God. But let me think. Okay. Maybe here's a good one. I don't know. How, I mean, here's the thing. Like, what, like, broad topics? Because I don't want to get into something too specific. Because I don't know a whole much. I mean, I know a lot, but I don't want to talk about something for a while. Or I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm just coming up with excuses at this point. I just can't think of anything. It's like there's so many things I could talk about, but at the same time, it's like there's so many that I just forget them all. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's a good one. So, oh yeah, you know what? I think this is good. I don't know if I've talked about this before. The thing is, okay, so when you look at God, when you view God, think about it like this. Think about how He is in His creation like this. It took God 6 days to create the world, create life, and to create the entire universe. 6 days. I believe it was 6 freaking literal days. There's lots of topic and there's lots of debate about it. I believe it was 6 freaking literal days. Because what? I mean, people that are saying that God couldn't create the universe in 6 days, and that in fact took millions of years or whatever. Are you like denying his his power or something? Like, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about believing God is that you believe He can do anything. That's one of the traits as to believe in God and trusting in God, and that with man, is that with man things are impossible, but with God all things are possible. All things are possible means literally all things are possible. Literally, God, there's this famous saying, commonly used. It's that God could not create a rock that He could not move. He could literally create an infinite sized rock. It's just so large, like in this, it's nothing He can't do. So, in 6 days, if He's created a world that functions as well as here's the actually when He made the world in 6 days, it was still perfect at the time. But still, think about it like this though, because I do believe that our Garden of Eden is still. I don't think it's anything like how heaven and the new earth is going to be like. I feel like this is going to be something more, much infinitely more better than the Garden of Eden. That's just maybe my opinion. I don't know. I feel like because it was the Garden of Eden, it was like before like all of the fall and all that. I feel like God just didn't want it to just be created until everything goes down and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know. But it's like, and here's the thing: if you don't believe in God, you can still listen. I'd appreciate that. Don't skip this, please, just listen. Give me a chance. But if you believe in God, it's like He created everything you've ever known, and this whole universe in 6 days. Imagine what He could do when He's creating a new heaven and new earth. And here's the thing: the old heaven, the current heaven, and this current world, they've already existed and they have for thousands and thousands of years. If He could, imagine that. And here's the thing: and I like how, in the Bible it talks about God preparing, not past tense, not future tense, preparing present tense. He is preparing a new heaven and a new earth, or a place for us. Imagine what the type of perfection, the type of just majesty and magicalness and wonder and mystery of something God could do if He spent 6,000 years perfecting something, and compared to this, which He created in 6 days. Imagine, if you as a person, okay, imagine what a baby could create in 6 days. I mean, a 6-year-old baby. A 6-day-old baby could create nothing but freaking crap, I guess. That's all they do. It's nothing. Imagine a man. Imagine if we lived to be 6,000 years old and we constantly ever, this grew wisdom and grew knowledge and over those thousands of years. Imagine like the amazing thing that they could that old 6,000-year-old man could create compared to the 6-day-old baby, infant. Well, here's the thing. God's not really like that. It ain't like he was a 6-day-old baby or whatever. But bruh. Look at this. This took 6 days. Freaking epic. And then the new world's and new heaven's gonna take 6,000 or plus years. And here's the thing. This world's gonna go on for at least another 1,000. I know that because, the millennium reign and whatever. That's a topic for another day. But it's like, bruh. I'm excited to see it, and hope I don't go to hell. And hope I don't just die. But if so, I don't know. I think I've mentioned this before, but I haven't accepted that fate. It's just like, if I just die, that's it. Whatever. Here's the thing. I'm freaking glad to be a human. I don't know why I am. I don't know why I'm not an animal or a bacteria or a bug or whatever or a creature in the sea. I don't know why I'm a human. I don't know why, and I don't know if I ever will. Why am I human? Like, why do I have a soul? Why am I not a fish? Why am I not a fly? I don't get it. It's so weird. Who knows? Okay, but anyways, let's see what else I can talk about here. Okay, so let's see what we've gone through so far in this paper. Introduction, Netflix, military guy, polls, uploads, childhood story, something about God, Greta Thunberg, gross. So let's talk about, figuring out college crap. Okay, I don't know why I put that on the list. Maybe I was just trying to think of stuff to talk about. But, so recently I found out that, at Wright State University, which is the place I want to spend the majority of my time in college going to, I found out that motion pictures and acting are 2 different, degrees. They're 2 different majors. I'm like, what? All right, I was confused because I'm like, well, if you're working with the technical part of things, aren't you going to be like the talent as well? Aren't you going to be performing as well? Or, well, not like on a stage, but aren't you going to be acting as well? Because I assume that people that got a degree in motion pictures know a thing or two about acting, because I'm sure people that are working behind the camera, they know about what they're recording. I'd assume so. I would assume that. Maybe not, but if I were to choose, and here's the thing, this is the kind of conundrum I'm in right now. I'm going to take an open house college visit to Wright State University in Dayton. On February 22nd, I visited Sinclair. I'm just going to go to Sinclair College, community college, to get my requirements out of the way, and that's something I'm trying to figure out right now as well. Figure out what I need to take there, what the transfer classes are that I could take at Sinclair, and they still get credit for them, when I'm at Wright State University, the 4-year college. Sinclair is a community college that I'm going to first to get the requirements out of the way. Then, that's going to take a semester or a year. Who knows? Maybe, just a semester. I don't know. Then I'm going to transfer to Wright State University and be there until I get my bachelor's degree. What was I going to say? Maybe it's the way you're dressed. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the transfer classes are, because at Sinclair it's cheaper to take classes there. That's the whole point. Instead of just doing that at Wright State, which it costs more. Like it would cost less to take a math class at a general math class at Sinclair than Wright State. So it's like those kinds of classes that I would want to take at Sinclair, get that out of the way, and still get credit for that, and move on to Wright State. And not have to worry about math ever again. That's just an example, but But I wonder if, would I be a better actor or would I be better behind the scenes? I don't know. I feel like I don't know, because here's the I really want to be an actor. I feel like between the two, I would be a better actor. But I want to do both. And usually people that work in the movie industry, film industry, whatever, that do videography, cinematography, they work with cameras and stuff like that. Usually they know about acting as well. Or usually actors, they know about what's going on, behind the scenes and with the cameras and stuff like that. And they know how to operate that too. So it's like, I wonder like what I could choose to get like the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if I choose to get a degree in acting, am I going to learn anything about, the technical part of it? Or if I, or what if, I choose the technical part of it, but I don't learn anything about acting? But I feel like if I'm learning the technical part of it, I feel like you would, because you're recording stuff. And if it's acting, that wouldn't be, that it might be like a theater or something. There might not be any stages, but there'd be lights and stuff like that. And I feel like I want to be the more technical part of it, because movies, of course, they're technical. It's all video. So I don't know. Maybe I should look up famous actors and see what degrees they got, and maybe I'll see for myself that way. Who knows? I'll figure it out later. I got this like packet that my counselor gave me that shows like a bunch of stuff about Right Stay and their transfer stuff, and just information about requirements and classes you can take and stuff like that, or whatever. And stuff specifically that is for my degree and whatever. I don't know. I'll figure this stuff out. In 4.5 years, I'll have a freaking bachelor's degree, I hope. That's crazy. 4.5 years, I'll have my bachelor's degree. I'll be 22. Freaking epic. I'm such a man now. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, my computer turned off. It scared me. Or the monitor just, it just went black. Wow, okay. I've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, that's all right, actually. I think the longest podcast I've done is like an hour and 40 minutes, and I think it's not going to take that long. So, yeah, so please pray for me that I'll be able to figure that stuff out of the way. I think I'm going to talk to my counselor sometime, later this week before we go on if we're going Christmas break on Friday the 20th. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna be taking exams this upcoming week. Yippee! It's actually fine though, because who knows? This might actually be the last time I take exams in high school. Because if I get like a perfect like attendance, in second semester, and I get like at least A's, B's, and C's, I think I might be able to like exempt all my exams, or there's a way to exempt your exams. And I freaking love to do that. I'd love to do that, because I think that means you just literally get 100% on them all. That'd be awesome. And I've made sure that I have like all my alarms set and stuff like that. I've been practicing. I've been doing well for like the past month or so, but I really need to make sure that I don't miss a single day the second semester. I've come close. I need to watch it. Well, actually this semester I've like failed several times. So it's really stressful, and I don't want to take the exams. But if I do, whatever. All right. Oh gosh, man, so freaking much. I'm going to talk about anyways. It'll just be another thing I'll have to talk about next week if I don't talk about this week. So on the next thing I have on my list is called Party at Fred's. This man named Fred, he's an elderly man. He's like 70, something. He has a party at his place, and there's a lot of older people there. My parents go there. Like, here's the thing. There's this 12-year-old girl, me, my sister, who's 19, my brother-in-law, who's 21, and then the next youngest person was like in their, like, it was like 50. So we were a bunch of like children compared to everyone else there, but it was a ton of fun. They had lots of good food. It was a Christmas party. It was on the 7th, so it was 1 week ago. I was there for a long time. We were there for like 6 hours, but it was freaking epic. They had tons of great food. I was talking with my sister and brother-in-law. I was hanging out with them. I was talking with other adults there. We got into some conversation about 9/11. I think it's because they asked like what year I was born, and then I said 2002, and then that brought up like, that was after 9/11. Yep, it's true. 9/11. It's, well, I mean, to be honest, even if I was old enough to remember, it has been a long time. It's been nearly 20 years, so it's been over 18 years. So there you go. I've heard those comments. It's like it should be illegal to be 18 and born after 9/11. Okay, boomer. Just calm down. The 90s are over. Chill out. I'm just kidding, but I mean, well, seriously, I have seen stuff like that. It just makes you feel like, wow, I'm such a literal like. I feel like a baby compared to like the rest of society, but whatever. Guess he's gonna still be around when everyone else is like aging. You know? Yeah, I should forget about that. Ooh. Well, I better watch out because here's the thing: I could literally die at any time. So I don't really get in stuff like that. Whatever. So this party at Fred's was epic. They had these. Well, I've been there. I think it's like the third year in a row I've been there. They have like these stairs that leads to the basement, but they're so freaking steep. Like I have to go sideways to go down them. It's like, bruh, like how do you, like and these like old people that like these old people that live there, this whole couple, they're like 70. Like, how do they not fall down? Or actually, they have. There's actually the woman, Fred's wife. They had she had like broken her collarbone or something because she fell down, or broke her back or something because she fell down those stairs. Like, bro, like here's the thing: when I have a house, I'm gonna make sure that the stairs are actually steep enough to where I can at least put at least 3/4 of my foot, or maybe like my entire foot on the stair. That's how it should be. You should have your entire foot be able to fit on the stair. Because if not, that's too narrow. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so weird. Like, I'm sure, like, if I buy a house and I see that the stairs are too steep, I'm probably gonna spend, a couple $1,000s or more. Who knows how much it costs to make sure those things are steeper? Because it'll be worth it. Or to then regret falling down them, and then you're gonna have to pay this big medical bill that costs more than what it would cost to get those stairs, widened out, whatever. So yeah, that party at Fred's was epic. I was there for 6 hours. It was fun. I mentioned that already. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we had some good food. What food did they have? They had meatballs. They had like this. They had cashews. It was quite fancy. Not too fancy, but it was pretty fancy. It wasn't like, I mean, I don't know. They had some Lay's chips, but that was like the most like snacky type thing they had. It wasn't like pizza and a bunch of just like junk or whatever. They had I don't remember, but it was good. Should have been there. You should have been there. If you want to find out what it was, go next year. Anyways, so the next thing I have, we're starting to get wrapped up here. With finishing stuff up. Oh, Christmas gifts. Actually, you know what? Since we were just talking about Christmas parties, so let's skip that. Let's go to Sonic Studio shuts down. So I found out recently, like yesterday or something, a couple days ago, that the team, or that the studio that worked on redesigning Sonic, it shut down. And that's because like they were getting overworked or something. Like what? Like that sucks. Like that sucks that these people that worked so hard on making the Sonic movie not look like a nightmare, but instead look like a freaking cutie that would freaking kiss on the lips. Oh god, it's gay, but whatever. Like legit, Sonic, he is looking heckin' cute in the redesign that came out like a month ago. They worked so hard. It's like, they're working 16 hours. It's like, well, yeah, but guess what? Guess how well the movie is gonna do. I hope that movie makes at least $500 million. And if it doesn't, well, I'll be triggered. But it better make $500 million. I don't know if it's getting promoted on Nickelodeon. Are there commercials that's promoting the movie? I think so. I don't really watch TV, but this like here's the thing. I saw like the Pikachu, the Detective Pikachu movie made like $350 million. But guess what? I don't care. Sonic the Hedgehog is better than Pikachu, than Pokemon. And trust me, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be heckin' better. And everyone has to go. Please go watch this movie. You gotta do it for the memes, not just for the memes, but I don't know. And here's the thing, even if the movie is like not that good, and if like the voice acting is like kind of like, meh, I don't know, the plot is kind of like meh, I'm still gonna watch it. I want to watch it. I want to watch it like the day it comes out. I plan to go watch it with my friend Nolan, who I've had on the podcast before. It was episode 3. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But you can watch that after this podcast. See this straight up listening to 3 hours of Daniel J. Robinson show podcast. He's gonna be coming. My sister Amanda's coming, and my brother-in-law Chris is coming. I've mentioned them all before. I actually mentioned Amanda and Chris earlier. And in fact, I should have my sister on the podcast sometime. Maybe next week I'll do it. I don't know. Because I'm assuming that the week after Christmas, I'm going to want to be on here by myself. But you know what? maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should have my sister on the podcast next week. You know, I'm gonna be taking these exams and stuff like that, but I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. I'll do it. Maybe I'll get my sister on next week. That'd be great. And I think it'd last an hour or so. Maybe it lasts longer. Or I think it just lasts until we run out of stuff to talk about or interesting stuff. Let's see. That'd be funny. Special guest featuring my sister. No, but if I have my sister on, it'll be special guest featuring Amanda Robinson. Whatever. Okay, so I'm getting tired here. It's 11:20. Man, I've been recording this podcast since it was like 9 something. Damn, I've been recording this podcast for a long time. Okay, so what else? Oh yeah, the Sonic movies. So I saw this comment or somewhere, I don't know. I saw someone say, "Does this mean we're gonna lose the redesign?" No, you freaking retard! The trailer's already come out. Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure they are already done finishing animating the entire movie. I'm sure they are working on the marketing part of it, the advertising part of it. The the actual movie itself is complete and you could watch it. It comes out in 2 months. Actually, yeah, 2 months is a date. 60 days from me recording this, or 2 months. So I don't know, because some months have 31 days, some have 28, whatever. So 2 months from now it's coming out. If they're still animating it, like CGI and stuff like that, then that's a problem. Yeah, that's a big problem. That is a big problem. But anyways, epic gamer moment. So, I don't think, the redesign's not going to get lost, because here's the thing, Paramount, they know that everyone loves the redesign, so they're not going to change that. They're not going to lose that. Oh, guess the movie's canceled. BS. What I do hope for is that, I hope the movie does really well, and I hope that they make a sequel. That'd be awesome. I think I heard somewhere that the director wanted to make 2 Sonic movies. And if so, please make a sequel. And if so, include the other Sonic characters like Knuckles and Tails and Amy. That'd be cool. I don't know, but I feel like there's something special about having just Sonic in this movie. I feel like there's something neat about that. I don't know. Just having Sonic and Eggman, it brings it back to the good old days of Sonic, good old days of Sonic, just the first game, just the first year and a half before Tails came around, whatever. So yeah, that happened. That kind of sucks, and I hope that everyone that worked on that movie, I hope they're able to get really nice jobs, especially once they see the success of this movie, because of how hard they worked on making Sonic look like Sonic. And here's the thing, and this might even sound a little crazy, but I've actually heard other people say this too. This is the best that Sonic has ever looked. It's just the best way Sonic is designed. I don't know why. It just looks good. A lot of people said that a lot of CGI characters, from 2D to 3D look bad. But that this one, it looks great. For some reason, like, in his eyes is split apart. And, usually that's not how he's like. But I am super pleased with the way he looks, and his voice by Ben Schwartz. Best voice. It sounds like Sonic. It looks like Sonic. The personality, it's great. It's amazing how well they did Sonic, because he's been through so much garbage and pain for the last 15 years or so, or maybe around there, maybe a little less than that. But for a long time, Sonic has, like, half his existence, he's just been constant, garbage after garbage. They had the Sonic 06, then they had like the weird, like, Sonic in the Black Knight and the Secret Ring and stuff like that. Then they had like a good time from like 2010 to 2012, with Sonic Colors and Generations and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, and the other racing, Sonic and All-Stars Racing. Those were good racing games. So that was a good period for Sonic. But then Sonic Lost World came out, which kind of was okay. Then Sonic Boom came out, which was like worse than Sonic 06 apparently. And then and then nothing basically has happened except for Sonic Forces, and that game was kind of mediocre. Even though at the time I said that was my favorite game, I don't think that anymore. I've changed in the past couple of years. So yeah, let's hope that the Sonic movie does great, and that all the people that worked on redesigned Sonic, they get what they deserve. They worked hard, they deserve a break, and they deserve to make money still, and they deserve to have jobs. But anyways, okay, so the last thing I have here before I get to my question at the end is Christmas gifts. Okay. So Christmas gifts I'm getting. I'm also gonna include what I'm gonna get for my birthday because I know that as well. So for Christmas, here's what I know so far, and I'll tell you guys what I get for Christmas when the Christmas edition of this Daniel J. Robinson show comes out on the 28th. So, okay. So my father is getting me a $50 Steam card. So, I'm going to be getting like Steam stuff, There's going to be like a big sale on Steam from like the 20th until like the beginning of January or something like that. So I'm going to get $50 from my dad. I'm going to get $20 for Steam for my sister. And then my mom's going to give me like $100 for Steam. So I'm going to, right there, I'm going to have $170 for Steam. I'm so happy about that. It's just, yes, fill me up. Like, I want me to get everything off my wish list. Like, yes, let's get everything I've ever wanted. Yes. And my brother-in-law, Chris, he's giving me this anime game or something on Steam. That's going to be like $20 or whatever. So that's going to be fun. So that's $190 worth of stuff. And that's what I'm getting for Christmas. But that's all right. And if anyone else wants to give me anything, please do. Maybe my mom will give me something else. And it'd be cool. I think I'm going to go down to Kentucky for Christmas. Christmas at my stepmom's sister's place, hopefully. They have like this like Christmas like secret. What's it called? Like, I don't know. But basically, you put your name on. You pick out a random number, and it's like the first one goes first. You choose a present, and then next number, they choose the next president. But then at the end, whoever had like the last number, whatever, they're like the luckiest because they get to choose anyone's present or something like that. Or I think number one is the luckiest because they get to choose the first president. But then at the end, after everyone's chosen something, they get to choose the whatever they want. It's like crazy. So I don't know. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, then well, frick you. frick you, Epic Gamer. What's wrong with me? Why do I act like PewDiePie so much? I'm such a kid. I'm acting like PewDiePie, my favorite YouTuber. He's not my favorite YouTuber. Probably not even like the top 10. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe he's in the top 10. I don't know. Anyways, my voice has gotten rough from that. Okay. Anyways, okay, and then for my birthday, I asked my mom to get me well, I'm probably just gonna have her give me the money, maybe not. She's gonna get me, I think, I don't know what type, from like what company yet, but I'm gonna get like a 1 or 2 terabyte solid state drive for my computer. Right now, I don't have one. I just have the hard drive that came with the tower or with the computer itself. I keep saying tower, but it's like the computer is the computer and not the monitor. Gee. That's so stupid. I keep forgetting. I used to think that the monitor was the computer and that the tower, or the actual computer itself was. I don't know. Just turn the computer on. I don't know. It was stupid when I was younger. I was little. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've thought that. It's been many years. So yeah, and that's gonna be like, it's on sale right now. It's usually $400, but right now it's on sale for like $230. So I might just get a 1 terabyte because the 1 terabyte when it's not on sale, it's probably gonna be like 200 and something. Because if I were to get the 2 terabyte, it'd be like $400, and I'm not gonna make my mom pay that much. So I'll probably get like a 1 terabyte Samsung solid state drive. That's like a something 860, whatever it's called. I don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's alright. It's technical stuff. But basically, the solid state drive is going to make my computer faster when I'm editing videos. It's not going to lag or load or whatever. And here's the thing: my computer's already fast. It can already play anything. But if I'm like loading up GTA 5, I'll be sitting there for like 5 minutes waiting for it to get the game started. I mean, that's GTA, but usually my computer's pretty fast. And here's the thing: I could live perfectly fine without the solid state drive. Here's the thing: I spent $2,000 plus. I spent $2,000 on the computer alone. And here's the thing, of my money, I spent $2,000 on the computer. I spent like, some money on these lights. I spent $50 for the webcam. I spent like $300 on the monitor. I spent like $100 for this microphone I'm talking into right now. I spent money for the keyboard, the mouse, the microphone stand, my Nintendo Switch that's right there, my TV, my Like all this stuff. Like literally, I spent my money on all this stuff. I want to make sure that I spent thousands, literally like close to $3,000 of stuff. I want to make sure I get the best of the best. Because that's money I earned from, stealing memes off of and content off of YouTube. Seriously, that's how I have this stuff right here. And I'm so freaking blessed that I was somehow able to do it. But to be honest, by this point, I don't know. Maybe I would have convinced my mom to somehow in some way get me to save me money, like $100 a month or something, and then get a $2,000 computer after, a year and a half or 2 years or so. But yeah, this is the best purchase I've ever made. This computer stuff, it's awesome. I freaking love it. I did not regret it. I've had this computer since August of 2018, and it works pretty much like brand new. It's amazing. And I hope to have this through at least college, so 2024, which will be about almost 6 years after I got the computer. I will graduate and get my bachelor's degree. But yeah, I think that is it for this episode, the Daniel J. Robinson Show. My question at the end, I need to come up with that as well. Oh shoot, what the frick just happened? Where did I just drop? What the heck happened? I threw my paper, but then knocked something down. What the heck is going on here? Bruh. Oh. I guess I'll have to check afterwards. Oh dear, now I'm sitting up. Okay. Question at the end. Oh, here's a good one. I think there's gonna be one more episode coming out. Yeah, there's gonna be one more episode coming out before Christmas, hopefully. If not, then Merry Christmas. But anyways, yeah, Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays. This is freaking America. Oh gosh, why am I hiccuping? Okay, here's a good one. Oh yeah, I already came up with it. What do you hope to get for Christmas? So comment down what if you were to get anything for Christmas that is realistic, of course, realistic. Not I hope for Christmas I get a mansion. No, okay, something realistic that you'd want that maybe you're not gonna get, but that you'd want. Put that down in the comments below, and that's the question of the day. And of course, if you have any other comments on the podcast, put them down. Of course, any questions, put them down. Whatever. But yeah, look at that. I have destroyed this freaking list. I literally talked about everything. Heck yeah. And that took an hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes, an hour and 36 minutes. All right. I got through a lot of stuff in that time. That's heckin' awesome. Okay. But, I think I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, which will be December 21st, 2019. So until by then, I probably would have I'll figured out my Wright State and Sinclair stuff, transfer classes and stuff like that. I will have taken my exams, and I will be finished with my first semester of senior year of high school. Woohoo! Yay! Oh my God, so epic! I'm becoming a man. Okay, whatever. But for now, Yeah, and I think that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna forget something. I'm worried that I don't know. I've been talking for so long that it's just gee, I'm just gonna end it now. Oh boy. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go watch Stranger Things, but whatever. For now, as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share.